What's up, fishy? What's up, fishy podcast fans? What's up? What's up?
What's going on?
I don't know. What's up, guys? We just saw The Little Mermaid, starring Haley Bailey, and we're gonna give you guys a review on it. I feel like it's a good movie, so we'll do the bad stuff. We'll end on a positive note. I was disappointed in this movie. So, like a week before seeing this movie, I think it was like a week ago, we saw the original animated Little Mermaid. Why is words so difficult for me today? I'm starting to be like Ariel. What's the word again? What's the word again? We rewatched the original Little Mermaid, and when I'm watching this one, there was a lot of things that I really liked about the original that they didn't have it, or they missed it. They missed the mark, kinda. And the biggest things, I mean, there's smaller critiques. Like, I don't know if the movie needed to be 2 hours long. I think it could have been cut down.
It could have been shorter.
The singing is really good in this movie. So if you guys want to see amazing singing, go see this movie. Go listen to the soundtrack. It's amazing. I know some people were talking about it kind of being like dark and stuff. Yeah. The colors feeling muddy. This movie does have kind of dark scenes where, not dark like tone-wise, but just visually dark scenes where like you can't really necessarily distinguish what's happening or can't see what's on the screen. But when they go bright and vibrant, it looks awesome. And the bright and vibrant scenes, I'm like, when they do go very bright and very vivid with the coloring, you feel like you're watching the live action Little Mermaid. You feel that one, I don't know what other way to describe it, but like wonder, whimsy, like magicalness, the magic of the original animated Little Mermaid movie. But there's some parts where it's just like, it's really dark, and I'm like, you need to brighten this up just a little bit more with color, not like brighten it up. You don't want to take the movie and crank out the saturation. That was
Femento.
Yeah, Femento was talking about
the Zack Snyder's and the Justice League.
Yeah. But yeah, like when that's one thing I did really like, the scenes with the bright and vivid color schemes in the movie, and the other parts that were kind of dark, couldn't really see. It wasn't that those scenes were bad. Those were good scenes too. I just wish I could see more of the scene, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think visually this movie is pretty good. I do like how they add some things, because I think it makes a little bit more, some things that they add, it makes a little bit more sense that they added it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I could see this. I could see how this would actually play out. But, overall, think about the things, like most fans do of, if someone makes like a remake or a live action edition, the people who watch the original one are going to be disappointed in the newer version, because it's like, this one had this and that, but this new one doesn't have that. Yeah. But I think even like from a story aspect, I think it's both things on all types of remakes, where sometimes the remake adds something where you're like, you know what, that was a good addition, because the original one, while it was good, it didn't have this. I wasn't asking for this in the original one, but the fact that they added this in the remake, I like that. But then sometimes in the remake, they add things like, did you need that? I don't know if you needed that. Or they take things away and you're like, now you just fundamentally changed the story. Or you took an aspect away from the characters, their motivations. And this is just, I'm not just talking about Little Mermaid, but a bunch of remakes and live action renditions of it, of different movies. I know what, so would you say there's a lot more things that you liked about this movie, or a lot more things you didn't like, or
about split?
Yeah, here's my thing. I think for me it's about split too, but it's like if you have like a bag of marbles, right? And it's got 10 marbles in it. Okay, it's about split, so 5 and 5, right? But on the more negative side, on both the positive and negative side, there are 5 marbles. But on the more negative side, there are like 3 big marbles. So while I'm split, there's the negative side has 3 big marbles and 2 smaller marbles. So it's like, yeah, this was a good movie, but the negatives, I'm just so disappointed with the negatives.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I don't know if I can say I loved this movie. This movie, if you really like The Little Mermaid and you want to go see it, if you you know, like I said, the singing and the songs in this movie are really good. The actresses and actors do a really good job at their parts. Then I would suggest go see the movie because of that. If you're one of those people, like even like when we talk about Marvel stuff, if you're like a hardcore fan, it's like, no, they need to be wearing those socks that was in issue 43 that came out in 62. You're not going to like this movie. If you're someone who just saw The Little Mermaid, the animated movie yesterday, you might not like this movie. But you liked it more than me. I don't know what rating and star systems I would give it. What would you give it?
And give it like a 6.5?
6.5 out of 10? Okay. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of things in this movie that I like, but some of the things I didn't like are bigger in the grand scheme of the movie, for me at least. So while I didn't hate this movie, I don't think it's a bad movie. I was just disappointed. Glad you guys were able to, like, you know, sit through and listen to us. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace.